No, it's not even like I think Fallout was like super like boring to me. Like I know that game's like kind of boring. I get lost in it and I'm like, I haven't really done shit.
Oh yeah, and Skyrim can be very much the same. It's just a lot that you can do that can distract you from the main story, and then sometimes those side quests are harder than the main story.
Yeah.
And then they just make you angry. And you're like,
Like
oh, how did this cockroach kill me after all of this damn work that I put in?
Fallout had like this sci-fi channel dryness to it. Like only like avid sci-fi nerds love. Like me and
Hmm.
watch some of the like weirdest fucking shows on sci-fi back in college. Like
Right. And it's very much a game you got to be in the mood for, like a game you're gonna have to grind out.
and that's what I'm saying.
It's just
The animation is and the dryness of it
right. Like,
on those hard missions, like it's very defeating. It's like
mm,
it's hard. It's hard to keep playing sometimes, and you keep doing it, and you're like
yep.
having fun right now.
I
But
think that's I see Terrace playing that a lot right now. It is
I've been seeing him on some Fallout, and he gets like that in that Fallout phase. What's another game? Um, the Bloodborns and
oh yeah. Those like kind of Dark Soul games.
Dark Souls. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That's
Or the new one that came out, Elder
Elder Rings.
Elden Rings.
Elden Rings. Yeah, I got Elden Ring, but I actually skipped the entire Dark Souls thing. Like I played it here and there, and I was like, no, no, I don't need this kind of stress
It's
pile.
the only time I've ever broken a controller.
Yeah,
God,
it's like, man, I really didn't want that kind of stress. I played Bloodborne. That was a little fun. That was a little,
that game pissed me off too.
yeah, it was. I didn't beat it. I just wanted to.
And now they have a new version coming out called Life of P, which is a very, very dark take on the Pinocchio story.
Yeah, I is that supposed to be like a horror jump scare type thing?
No, it's basically Bloodborne, just with Pinocchio.
Well, then I won't play it. I thought it was gonna have like some kind of crazy cool,
I'm sure there might be some.
like a good cinematic story or some way. Like I'm looking for something like that. That's why I was excited about Starfield.
Right. And let's see. The oh, well then if we want to talk about like kind of some jump scare stuff, it turns out another fun little side topic is the game.
Nothing too creepy, man.
No, this shouldn't be too bad because it turns out they are doing a DLC extension for the game High on Life, which is from the same group that is Rick and Morty. So premise of the story is you are the person you play as, you and your sister are in the house, and aliens come shooting down out of nowhere, and you end up getting this gun that can talk. Now, unfortunately, the voice that does the gun is the same guy, Justin Roiland, that does Rick and Morty in the show. So he had his own sexual assault scandal going on, and it turns out all charges have been dropped. Who knows how things truly got settled? Either way, like his career done and over with, and Rick and the Adult Swim and the other people associated with Rick and Morty have already hired a new voice actor to take over the role as Rick and Morty, and it already sounds like Justin Roiland was more or less not involved in a lot of the video game and the show overall. He just like they just use sound bits more or less. And but either way, the new DLC they're coming out with is a horror DLC. So it sounds like it would be kind of like a little bit of a jump scare type of thing. Uh, Kind of like the what's the name of it? The one that has like those like horror mechanical like Chuck E. Cheese animatron things.
The Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be set up like that.
Yeah. My daughter is into that. She's been into Five Nights at Freddy's for a long time.
And I guess they're gonna have a movie come out for that too.
Not like super hardcore where I gotta worry about it, but you know, it's a little some creepy stuff. I think it's hilarious personally, but it's funny. They have like graphic novels for like older kids and shit. And then, like last year, it was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. The birthday next week. Um, she asked for like the video game. I
Mm.
downloaded it on a PS4, and I looked at it, and it was like for like 11 to 12, 11 to 14-year old or whatever, and
Mm.
she was like 8, turning 9.
You're like, yeah, she's ready.
Yeah, who cares? Let's try this shit out.
I
And
was watching rated R movies at that age. It's fine.
not even by choice. This is like we had to watch whatever was on TV in
Yep.
the TV. But
Can we watch this? No.
but no, we turned it on and got to the main menu, and she was like, hmm, on second thought, I don't want to play this. She was that scared. That was the books. I got her the books, the graphic novels, for like 10 years old, but her reading level was super high. So, and she liked that shit. And she was like, these books are a little scary right now. I'll come back to it. I think she just read them not long ago.
But at least she's recognizing that she's like, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer until I'm mentally prepared for this.
And she's not doing it because it's cool. She's like,
Right. She's like, I enjoy it, but like I need time.
but I want to enjoy it.
Yep. I want to truly appreciate this for what it's going to be.
She is definitely hilarious. Speaking of creepy stuff, the adult creepy stuff, Black Mirror came out, and me and my wife
That's right.
are locked in.
Yeah, I've heard that it's one of the weaker seasons, but still good.
I, I I don't agree with that. I think people are. I don't think so. I think they're kind of the same. That first episode, they might be going off that first episode, but I think it was like as weak as like the one episode that I wasn't too thrilled about in like season 2 or whatever. Yeah, season
Mm,
2. Yeah, the one where they had the memories, or they could see each other through their eyes. It
yeah.
it's up like it was very interesting, but it wasn't my favorite. You know,
Okay.
it wasn't as creepy as everything else. It was kind of just dramatic,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
but it was still great. But comparing to everything else, that's how I felt about that first episode on this one. But you know,
Right.
the last two episodes that we watched, because we're on episode 4 now, those were insane. Those are actually insane. So
Nice. Nice.
it's holding up to me, to my standards. But nothing's gonna top that first season. I don't think. Like nothing.
No, because like we were talking about earlier, the very first episode is one of the craziest things.
Ooh, yep. Mm, that was oh,
They truly went for it just to be like, look, this is what you need to prepare yourself for.
we're not beating around the bush. We're gonna throw you in the fire immediately. Immediately, let us know if you like us or you hate us.
Yep. Just right away.
Something's telling me you sick fucks are gonna keep watching.
Right? There's a bunch of you that watch American Horror Story that are going to start watching this, so we're good.
Oh yeah. My first time watching American Horror Story was like last year.
Really? I really enjoy it. I kind of like I fell off. I think right around where they did the Roanoke episodes.
Well, I'll say
Yeah.
I watched some season, years ago, like one season with one of my cousins. Like the entire thing during a hurricane. You know? And then
Yeah, good time to do that.
that was the only one I saw, and I liked it, and my wife loves it, so I've seen every season now, every single episode.
Every single one.
And they they were great. I liked them. But yeah, we're watching Black Mirror. Just started Yellowstone, which is pretty good.
Yellowstone is good. The last season was it was it wasn't necessarily it it was kind of weak, but also at the same time it wasn't like on Game of Thrones final season week.
The season that shall not being spoken.
Right. Oh, and well, since we're talking about next Netflix shows, a show that is on Netflix, Avatar: The Last Airbender is getting a new live action movie series set up, and they just released the first images of it, and it looks impressive compared to the first live action thing they did. This is already blowing it out of the water. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this is gonna go. And funny enough, today and I were out for brunch one day here in town, and a waitress noticed I have the Avatar clan symbols tattooed here on my fingers. So she immediately stopped and she's like, I have to ask you. I'm like, bring it on. She's like, what do you think of Legend of Korra? And I'm like, I love it. I do. Like,
I really don't understand the hate for that.
I don't either. I'm like, unless these people have to be just misogynist or something. I'm like,
Gatekeepers. They hate change.
yeah. I was like, are you kidding me? A powerful female role? Go. And they're following the Avatar chain because the next one had to be a woman.
Even the people that aren't, that are, for the female cause and all this stuff like that, and like more female characters, it's like the ones that hate it still, they just hate it because it ain't the same or as good as the first one. It's like it's completely different. It's in the
Like they're angry that it's like a modern version. Like there shouldn't be cars, there shouldn't be this or that. Like, okay.
it's just enjoy things sometimes, which I thought
Yep.
everything was pretty cool still. Like we said, like um, guys, I might have to call it.
Yeah.
Getting a little late on my side.
Yeah, it's nice to live on the East Coast, except for that time zone, man. It's brutal.
Yeah, I don't even know why it's that nice to live on the East Coast.
More to do, and I miss the fresh seafood. Don't get me wrong, I can get fresh like lake fish, but like fresh scallops is just hard to beat.
Okay, now you convinced me to stay.
Yeah. Like all we get around here are crawfish and like lake fish. And a lot of lake fish you can't really eat unless you really, really know how to cook it.
Just so expensive over here.
I know.
Like it.
I saw actually just a fun little thing to end this on because why not add this stress to everybody else's life? Because I saw it, so the rest of you should have to enjoy this too. It was a video I saw of this older TV show host criticizing people our age because it says parents are helping kids get like the helping like their kids get houses now. It's like, yeah, look at what you left us.
Like that's exactly like what everybody else's parents did. That's
Yeah,
why
I'm like, are you kidding me? And also, like,
other people's parents passed down businesses, corporations, like
yeah,
monumental
affluent white male saying, "Oh,
building for generations, not like a couple generations. a new
Dude.
generation being born. Like, come on now.
So yeah, that was a fun little tidbit I got today.
Get
But
out
then
of
I went on a walk in and fixed things.
here. I always tell people, like, get out of here. I'm trying to do something here. Building
All
something.
right, like I'm gonna go outside and be healthy.
But you know what? I'm living.
All right, I'm not gonna let you ruin my date, damn it.
Well, I leave my job. I'm sorry. I know we were talking
Yeah, that's fine. There's no rules anymore.
to give everybody a job like mine.
Oh man.
Uh,
Hey, AD fam. Always a pleasure. Fun session today.
yeah, it was good. I was more chatty than I thought we'd be. That's good. It's good. I was like, it's a lot. I'm out of rhythm. Got it, man.
Hey,
The punches.
it was just an extended break. That's all it was.
And that was the Nerdcast Podcast. Until next time, guys.
Good night, everybody, or potentially good morning whenever you're watching this.
Oh, not morning
Thanks
yet.
for being here.
Peace.